Okay, this video, take two. Sawa said I'm doing a video on overcoming some of the issues you can have out in the province. So my name is David, Sawa is Joy. This is our channel. I've been here about 3 years now out in the province. And these are some of the issues that I've ran into and some of the fixes that I've had. So the first one was visas. I originally started out on a tourist visa and it was going okay so far. The Bureau of Immigration started an online website, which really was going to help me out a lot. But then the main office sent out a memorandum saying, basically just enforcing the rule. So it didn't change anything, it just enforced the rules that they wanted the Bureau offices to do. So the online website, they cut out the 6 month, and I tried to do a 2 month, and it said once you're past a year, you have to go into an actual office. So the closest office to me is in Naga, and I live just outside the city of Dayet. That's the closest big city to us. Naga is about a 2.5 hour drive. So if I didn't have a car, it's about a 4-hour bus ride. And not all the buses are very nice and comfortable and air conditioned. So it could get to be a pain if you had to go to Naga every 2 months. I'm lucky I have a car, but it's still 2.5 hours there, 2.5 hours back every 2 months. So for me, I was lucky, and I'm ex-military in the United States, retired, and the Philippines government, Philippines Retirement Authority, offers a retirement visa. And it's very, very nice for the ex-military. Even if you didn't retire, they offer it to us very easily. And now, instead of going every 2 months to Naga, the only requirement I have the SRRV, is to replace my ID card once a year, and it cost me $10, which is great. So that's my way around the visas out in the province and that long car ride. The next one would be mail. The regular mail out here takes anywhere from 3 to 6 months. The first time my mom tried to send me a Christmas card, and I got it close to the next summer of the next year. So it's kind of weird getting Christmas card the next year, but once you figure it out, you find ways around it. And if you had something that was time sensitive, like me recently, I had a credit card that was expiring, its date was out, and the credit card company sent a new one to my mom's house, which is the address I have on file back in the US for financial institutions. So how do you get something that's time sensitive to you here in the province? Well, I found out if I created a DHL account here in the Philippines, I could pay a lot less for DHL shipments, an envelope coming from California and coming out to the province. It was about $40. And it only took about 5-6 days to get here. So when you're talking about a credit card, a lot of times the credit card company will turn it off if you don't activate it within so long, and they'll try to send another card. So you have to get it in a timely manner. 5 to 6 days worked, and that's my go-to now if I have something that I have to get from the States, like a credit card, ATM card, something like that. So I'll just use DHL, the account that I set up here, and the envelope process. Next up, how do I keep in touch with my family back in the US? Well, my daughter has an Apple phone, and I have an Apple phone, so I can message her. I can also talk on Facebook, but she doesn't really use Facebook anymore. But the main one was I signed up for Skype, so I could make a phone number back in the US, and it's an internet line. And for about $3 a month, I can make as many calls and talk as long as I want back to the US. So that's how I can call back and keep updated and talk to family when I need to or when I want to. Next, transfer money. So I've told you all my financial institution stuff is still back in the US. How do I get my money out here? Because there's big charges if you just try to take it out on an ATM. Charge you 250 pesos every time you do it. So it can add up. So I found the best one for me was a company called Wise. And I can transfer straight from my bank straight into Asawa's bank at BDO. And then we pull it out whenever we need it for the monthly budget. So it makes it really easy. And it's the best one that I've found. It has good rates. And the final one that I want to talk about would be medical. So out in the province, the first thing for medical, I guess you got to make sure you have an okay hospital. They have public and private hospitals out here. And out in the provinces, they can tend to be small and not have very good equipment, depending on what you need to get done. I'm lucky, retired military from the US, that I have TRICARE medical insurance that's still available here even. Now, TRICARE only authorizes certain hospitals that meet the requirements that TRICARE has set, and they actually apply to TRICARE to be certified or preferred. So most of those hospitals are the big fancy hospitals. They're in Makati, Manila, Cebu, not out here in the province. So you can still go to a province hospital, but you've got to file a claim with TRICARE and hope that they pay something. But medical can be expensive. So a lot of people that have done these budget videos, a lot of them talk about food and rent, and then they say, all you need is $1,000. Well, I'm here to tell you, if you get something done medical at a nicer hospital, it can cost quite a bit. So last year I had an angiogram done to check my heart, make sure my vessels were all not blocked and clear. And that process, that hospital procedure, cost 130,000 pesos. That's over $2,000 American for a really quick in and out procedure. I ended up staying a night, but should be a quick procedure. But 130,000 pesos is still a pretty good sized chunk of money. And if you're having something else, major heart attack, stroke, something else where you're going to stay in the hospital a while, it can add up, and you can have a pretty good sized bill. And the hospitals here don't let you out until you pay your bill. So it's kind of a different process than we're used to in America. It's not like your doctor says, time to check out, and you just leave. You have to pay the bill first. So for me, I'm lucky I have the TRICARE, and I got that angiogram done at a TRICARE hospital up in Makati, the Asian Hospital and Medical Center. And it was $130,000, or 130,000 pesos. But I only paid 25% of that because TRICARE covered the other 75%. And that particular hospital has an office that handles TRICARE. So they did all the paperwork for me, filed the claim for me, did everything for me. All I had to do was go to the cashier and pay my 25%, which is great for me. And I'm very lucky that I have that coverage. Other people would have to find their own coverage, have to find their own DHL, have to find your own visa process. But that's how I overcome my issues here in the province, or at least some of the issues that I've had. And that's my video for today. So stay tuned. I'll be making some more videos, talk about visa, my retirement visa, getting a car, driver's license, whatever you need, whatever you want to know about. Just ask, and I'm sure Asawa's going to have me make more videos. So have a good day. See you later.